Good morning, class 6. Today we will start with the third chapter of your EVS, plants and animals. Please write the new terms in your notebook and learn them. Plants and animals are the dominant groups of living beings on earth. Both depend upon each other. Their interdependence can be better understood in the energy flow system or food chain. So, you must have read that when human beings were not there on the earth, plants and animals were there and they lived in coordination with each other and had no problems till the time human beings came into existence. Now, let us see. Energy is an important component of the environment. Life is not possible without it. All living organisms work like machines which require energy. The sun is the chief source of energy in environment. Trophic level 1. All green plants receive solar energy which is converted into heat energy. Most of heat energy is lost to atmosphere by the plants. Some of the heat energy that remains in the plant is converted into chemical energy or food. This energy helps plants to grow. This is the first trophic level of food chain. So, the green plants, they receive the sunlight that is converted, that is changed into the heat energy, and most of it is lost in the atmosphere by the plant. Some of it they use and convert it into chemical energy, and that is the way they make the food. This is the first level, that is the trophic level of food chain, first trophic level of food chain or food web. It lies at the bottom. Plants make their own food from solar energy. Therefore, they are called autotrophs or producers. So, why they are called autotrophs or producers? Because they produce their own food. Trophic level 2. Energy stored in plant at trophic level becomes source of energy for the plant. Eating animals known as herbivores. In simple words, when herbivores eat the plant, the energy present in plant is transferred to the plant being eating animals. With the help of this energy, the herbivores grow. So, the herbivores, they eat the plants, that is the animal which eat the plants, and the energy which is there in the plant, that is transferred to the animal which eats it, and the energy remains stored in them. This is trophic level 2 of food chain or food web. So, first one is the plant when it is absorbing the sunlight, converting it into helping it in using it in making the food, that is trophic level 1. When this green plant is being eaten by animals, that is trophic level 2. Then we come to trophic level 3. Energy stored in the herbivores at trophic level 2 becomes the source of energy for flesh eating animals called carnivores. In simple words, when carnivores eat herbivores, the energy present in the herbivores transfers to the carnivores. With the help of this energy, the carnivores grow and energy remains stored in them. So, here the carnivores, they eat the herbivore animal, those who have eaten the plants, so they get the energy from them and the energy is stored in them. This is the third level of food chain and it is known as trophic level 3. Blue whales are carnivores and krills are their main food. Trophic level 4. Energy stored in the carnivores at trophic level 3 becomes source of energy to the omnivores. The omnivores include animals that eat both plant as well as flesh. Man is also part of omnivore. They receive energy from trophic level 2 and 3. In simple word, the energy of trophic level 2 and 3 transfers and gets stored in trophic level 4. Hagfish is boneless fish that eats flesh of dead fishes. Now, so this is the omnivores, they get the energy from eating the because they eat both the plants as well as the animals. So, they get the energy from both the level trophic level, that is 2 and 3. Decomposers. When all plants, animals and human beings die, their energy is finally transferred to the decomposers, which are microorganisms. They are also called Detrivores. The dead bodies of all the living organisms get decomposed and mix with the soil. Again, plants grow in the soil and absorb this energy from the soil. This cycle goes on. Some animals feed on the flesh of dead animals like vulture, crow and hyena. They are called scavengers. So decomposers, these are cannot be seen by the naked eye, microorganisms, because they are microorganisms, that is with the help of the microscope only they can be seen. So they eat the dead animals. Again now this cycle goes on. Some animals feeds on the flesh of dead animal like the vulture, crow, hyena. They are called the scavengers. So vulture, crow, hyena, they are the scavengers, and microorganisms or detrivores which cannot visible to the naked eye, they also decompose the dead bodies, the dead animals. A simple food chain. A simple food chain can be observed with the help of this picture. In a small pond of water, a little vegetation grows. This vegetation is absorbed by the fish. Man catches the fish to eat it. It shows that plants grow with the help of sunlight. Their energy transfers to fish and then to man. So it is very like you can easily understand that the man in the picture, he catches the fish. Fish is eating the vegetation which is there. So it shows this is the simple food chain. Then we have the another one where you can, on the next page, where you can see that grasshopper is being eaten by the frog. Frog is eaten by the fish, snake. Snake is being eaten by the eagle. So that is again the food chain. It shows that animals depend upon plant, but plants also depends upon animals. The energy released by the decomposition of dead animals is absorbed by the plant. Pollination. Pollination is the process through which plants reproduce themselves. The pollen grains are transferred from one plant to another. These pollen grains are transferred by many methods. One such method is bee pollination. Bees often move from one flower to another to get nectar. The pollen grains get stuck to the legs of bees. When bees move to another flower, the pollen grain get transferred to that flower. So you can see how the nature has made everything. It works, it functions so beautifully. Bees, they want nectar, so they sit on the flower for the nectar. There the pollen grains, they get stuck to the legs of the bees, and when they move for the nectar to some other flower, there they shed those pollen grains, and that way the pollen grain is being transferred. This is carried by other animals like rats, butterflies, monkeys, birds, etc. Animals also help in the dispersal of seeds. Plants give out oxygen that is taken in by the animals, whereas animals give out carbon dioxide that is taken in by the plants. Large number of forests therefore release large amount of oxygen. It makes the air clean and healthy. When trees are cut, their number decreases. Therefore, amount of oxygen also decreases, which is dangerous for life. As long as the relationship between plants and animals exists, the environment is healthy and livable. When the relationship between them is disturbed, the environment also gets disturbed and poses danger for mankind. All living organisms work like machines. Sun is the chief source of energy. Energy is transferred at 4 trophic levels. Plants are the producers, whereas animals and men are the consumers. Energy of all plant, animal and human being is transferred at last through the decomposers. Pollination is the process through which plants are reproduced. Large number of trees release large amount of oxygen. So you can understand here that the number of plants will release more amount of oxygen, and because of deforestation, that is we are cutting down the forest, the oxygen release will be lessened, and that is dangerous for all the living beings because we need oxygen for our survival. Please do the question answers in your notebook along with the exercises class. I will send the answers Please do all the exercises in your notebook. For your assessment, you will be learning the question answers or the new terms for and you will get the questions in form of multiple choice. You will have to choose the correct option. All the best, class. Thank you. Take care of yourselves. Be safe at home.